Hey, good morning, everybody. Today is Thursday, February 4th, 2016. My name is Cliff Backus, and this is your PushButtonStockTrading.com daily video market review. Much of what we do at Push Button Stock Trading is based in part or in full on William O'Neill's classic book, How to Make Money in Stocks. O'Neill utilizes the acronym CAN-SLIM to identify the important elements of what he's looking for in a trade. The I in CAN-SLIM stands for institutional sponsorship and reminds us that we want to find stocks that the institutional or professional fund managers are accumulating. The L in CAN-SLIM stands for leader or laggard. It's important that we identify where the leadership in the market is. To that end, we use HGSI, High Growth Stock Investors Spectrum Analyzer, to identify market leadership on a daily basis. So let's get started with that. Yesterday, of the top 100 most powerful stocks in the most powerful industry groups, 20 came from the integrated utilities industry, 10 came from utility networks. We had 9 real estate investment trusts. Household products represented 6 of the top 100. And rounding out the top 5, we had specialty chemicals and apparel, footwear, and accessory design, both with 5 stocks each in the top 100 most powerful stocks in the most powerful industry groups. We've been seeing quite a bit of real estate investment trust recently in our Spectrum Analyzer, and I think that that's a good place to begin looking for leadership in this market going forward. We've also seen a lot of integrated utilities and utility networks, but I really don't think that the utility industry is going to lead the market going forward. Let's take a quick look at the Russell 2000. As you know, I think the Russell 2000 is the key to the market going forward. Until the Russell can take out resistance up here in the 1040 area, I don't think that the overall market is going anywhere. And the Russell has significant resistance to overcome. First of all, we have this area of resistance, which, as we mentioned, is in the 1040 range. We also have this trend line. This trend line was the bottom of this channel that we initially set up when the Russell started to break down. Notice how that area has become resistance for the Russell. And so before we get overly bullish, we want to see the market take out this area right in here. See what the NASDAQ Composite's up to. But before we do that, the M in the CAN-SLIM acronym stands for market. And to my way of thinking, this is the most important element. So let's take a quick look at the market. Yesterday, stocks sold off for most of the session, but came back strong into the close. Shares closed mixed with the S&P gaining and the NASDAQ down for the day. Trading volume was heavier across the board, giving the NASDAQ another distribution day. Too much distribution, or institutional selling, this early in a confirmed uptrend, can be a sign of trouble for the bulls. Our market timing model has remained consistent with a primary sell signal and a secondary aggressive buy. An aggressive buy signal indicates that aggressive traders can buy stocks but shouldn't be employing margin at this point. More conservative traders should continue to accumulate cash. Advancing issues outpaced decliners by a 3-2 margin yesterday. The New York Stock Exchange advanced decline line continues to look considerably more bearish than bullish. New lows continued to better new highs, although our new high, new low indicator remains on a buy rating on the market. New high, new low measures the overall rate of change in daily new highs versus the rate of change in daily new lows, and is typically one of the first indicators to signal a change in the market direction, positive or negative. The McClellan oscillator remains on a buy signal. Large capitalization stocks bettered small again yesterday and continue to outperform on a 10-day moving average basis. Small caps typically outperform in bull markets. We're getting a lot of mixed signals in this market. I guess we want to be careful. Okay. Yesterday, the NASDAQ was down 12.71 points, or 0.28%. We closed at 45.04, which is just a heartbeat underneath this support resistance level in the 45.06 area. Notice we closed just below that support. We want to recapture that support area today, hopefully. Trading volume yesterday was heavier than the prior day, giving us a distribution day. For you followers of William O'Neill, we are in a confirmed uptrend. We've been in a confirmed uptrend in the market since January 26th. We have 3 distribution days since confirmation of the uptrend. That's an awful lot of distribution, and that should give the bulls pause. Right now, the market, I suppose, is bracketed by support down here in the 42.92 area, although we have support resistance right here in the 45.06 range. If we could recapture that, that would become support. Next significant area of resistance would be this trend line. This is a major trend line going all the way back to the beginning of the bull market back in 2009. Our market timing model currently is on a primary sell signal, but we have a secondary aggressive buy signal, which indicates that aggressive traders can buy stocks but shouldn't be employing margin here. More conservative traders should continue to accumulate cash. Let's take a look at the S&P 500. S&P yesterday was up 9.5 points, or 0.5%. The S&P closed at 1912 and closed very close to the top of its daily trading range. Notice how the S&P came down. It tested support and held yesterday. It appeared to block at resistance up here at this trend line that we've been noting. This is the 2009 to today trend line. Trading volume was higher yesterday, giving the S&P an accumulation day. The S&P is in a confirmed uptrend. We have 2 distribution days since that confirmation on January 26th. Right now we are bracketed by support down here in the 1867 area and resistance at this trend line. If we were to break through that resistance area, the next significant level of resistance is up here in the 1993 range. Like the NASDAQ, the S&P 500 is currently on a primary sell signal, but we have a secondary aggressive buy. Before we go, I want to take a quick look at a stock here. SolarEdge Technologies is an Israeli-based manufacturer of DC-optimized inverter systems, solar power harvesting, and PV monitoring solutions. SolarEdge is a battery partner for Tesla Motors, and yesterday reported earnings. The stock currently is working on this first stage base. The base hasn't fully formed yet, but has a pivot point up here in the 30.06 area. SolarEdge gets a 76% checklist rating, and yesterday, notice how it traded higher volume than any down day in the past 10 trading sessions. That's our definition of a pocket pivot. The stock can be bought here on this pocket pivot. Notice how the price yesterday carried up through its 10-day simple moving average, its 21-day exponential moving average. I really like the accumulation that we've seen in the stock recently. That's the type of bullish accumulation that indicates that institutional investors are accumulating a stock. SolarEdge yesterday came out with earnings. The earnings were a good deal better than expected. I would expect the stock to gap up through our buy area this morning, and aggressive traders may want to take a look at it today. That's about all I have for today. If you want to talk about any of the stocks mentioned today or any of our market strategies, please feel free to give me a call. drop me an email, or make an appointment. Come by the office, see what we're up to. Contact information is on the home page. Please take a minute to go to our subscription page and subscribe to Push Button Stock Trading. You can also follow us on Twitter at PushButtonStock. Again, my name is Cliff Backus. That's your daily video market review. Have a safe and profitable day. Keep your stops in place, and I will see you again tomorrow. Please stay tuned for our important disclaimers. All the best. Disclaimers. Push Button Stock Trading Video Market Review is produced and edited by Clifford B. Backus. Mr. Backus is a Senior Vice President of Investments, Technical Analyst, Portfolio Manager, and Partner with the investment firm of Ohannes & LaCours Incorporated. Video Market Review is produced solely for the benefit of our clients, friends, and colleagues. Anything written, stolen, and/or plagiarized in this publication is done without malice. Further, the analysis and opinions expressed in this publication are strictly those of the editor and not of Ohannes & LaCours Incorporated, its affiliates, subsidiaries, or any of the officers or employees of Ohannes & LaCours, Inc. On that note, we submit the following. The analysis, calculations, and evaluations presented herein are based on data and assumptions Ohannes & LaCours Incorporated believes to be accurate. Ohannes & LaCours Incorporated makes no representation that such analysis or calculations are accurate or that such valuations represent levels at which actual trades may occur. This report has been prepared from original sources except where otherwise noted, and data we believe to be reliable. Ohannes & LaCours, Inc., its affiliates and subsidiaries, and/or their officers and employees or their families may from time to time acquire, hold, or sell a position in the securities mentioned herein. Moreover, opinions may differ from one entity to the next. If we are used in connection with the purchase or sale of any security discussed in this report, we may act as principal for our own account or as agent for both the buyer and the seller. Push Button Stock Trading is dedicated to the education of friends, clients, and paid subscribers. Push Button Stock Trading is an information service only. The information provided herein is not to be construed as an offer to buy or sell stocks of any kind. Push Button Stock Trading is created to aid subscribers in making informed investment decisions based wholly or in part on technical analysis. It's possible that at this time or some subsequent date, the editors of Push Button Stock Trading may own, buy, or sell the investments presented. All investors should consult a qualified professional before making any investment. The information provided has been obtained from sources deemed to be reliable, but it is not guaranteed as to the accuracy or completeness. The editors of Push Button Stock Trading make every effort to provide timely information to subscribers, but cannot guarantee specific delivery times due to factors beyond our control.